Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh Shemir Hashai, Bahashim Makakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and the sincerity of the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To all the Akwat that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,000, one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I am the brother Yahshua, back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. Real quick, we're going to start right here at Joel 2 and 20, and we're going to attach World War III and the fires in LA. Joel 2 and 20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a barren land and is barren, a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up, and his savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. This is referring to the Middle East. Northern Army is the American Army, right? Who right now are greatly needed where? In Babylon. Forbes breaking news an hour. We are doing everything we can, Pentagon spokes details. Assets still on standby. What assets? For World War III. On standby for California fire. So very soon they won't be able to call on the National Guard. They won't be able to call on the American military, because they're going to be over there fighting. Over where? In the Middle East, right? A barren land, desolate, with his face towards the east sea, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up. So you're not going to have National Guard to call upon. You're not going to have the assets, which is logistics, food, water, all the things that FEMA should be out there doing. They send the National Guard and FEMA. Well, guess what? They ain't going to be there. Let's watch this.
Thanks, Pat. Can you clarify just, so these 10 helicopters and the 500 active duty troops are still on standby. They've not been used at all, right?
Correct.
Is there something else that California is asking for?
There's a war going on. Several. Right? We got to give Zelensky $500 billion more before we do a damn thing for California.
Are people looking ahead to reconstruction? I mean, it seemed pretty odd that they've been struggling to fight these fires and they haven't used these additional assets.
Yeah, well, I won't speak for the state of California. I mean, as you heard me say, they've increased the number of National Guardsmen that have been.
Babylon is losing the war on itself, right? Here it is, your own anti-gravitational machines started the fire and burned the damn thing out, right? And you made sure there wasn't no water in any reservoir or any hydrant, so that they never had a chance to fight a damn thing. So what's going on? Satan is against himself. So how can Babylon stand?
Activated, upwards of 1,800 now. And of course, as Sabrina highlighted on Friday, we are doing everything we can to lean as far forward as we can.
You're doing exactly what you did in Katrina. You set up a perimeter with all the supplies that you needed to go in and save people. FEMA didn't take anything and let people sit there and kill each other is what you did. And you're doing the same thing now. That's what this is, if you can't read through the bullshit.
To be prepared to support the needs of the lead federal agencies. And so
she just said, why is all that shit sitting over there and we're not using it right now? Well, we're killing people. All right, we're teasing them with the shit that's right outside the perimeter, but it can't go in. Katrina, we've done this before. This is nothing new.
I'm sure you can appreciate, there are capabilities that California and FEMA are already employing. So these assets are available.
Did he say FEMA? Haven't figured it out yet, have you?
Be introduced into that mix should they be needed and when they're needed.
Ask North Carolina about FEMA right now. Right? Ask them about FEMA. FEMA's there to hem your ass up.
But you've got to do this in a
Just wait till the hour of temptation.
choreographed way that synchronizes capabilities instead of introduces problems to an already complex situation on the ground. So, again, we're going to continue to closely monitor, and as soon as and if those assets are requested, they'll of course be available. The only other thing I'd say too is that, especially with aircraft, being cognizant of wind conditions, and so that also can be a factor that's taken into account. But again, I won't speak for California or FEMA.
And then one other quick thing. Can you update us on the transition meetings, et cetera, that are going on in the building?
Let's see here. So, still continue to see scheduled meetings with department leaders. There have been upwards of approximately 160 meetings so far with transition team officials.
Good enough. So, yeah, they're not interested in stopping the operation that's going on. They have to. You see how I explained everything? Well, why are we not helping people? Like, we're not there to help people. We're there to set up a perimeter just in case somebody brings some food, water, and relief that we could take it from and make sure it doesn't get into the strike zone. That's what they're doing. What did they do in North Carolina? Well, thousands and thousands of dollars of supplies were coming in from all over the world. And what did FEMA do? They collected them and said, well, we're going to use these in a different disaster. That's what they did. You haven't figured that out yet? Anyway. So, the Northern Army, in a minute, they won't even have to act like they're helping because they'll be in the Middle East. That's the point that was being made. So they're being stretched thin on how are they going to fight a multi-front war called World War III? All right? You're not. Okay? Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. It was kind of, imperative. Anyway, with that, we hope the electorate edified you, brothers, few sisters, shalom.